Here are three pretty cool effects right here in After Effects.
Okay, so first one, we're going to just have two layers inside After Effects here, and one is going to be our poster, and second is just going to be the background that we have our poster on right here. Next I'm going to do, I'm going to my Effect and Pieces tab here, and I'm just going to type in cie_ค์_�_ภิ. Okay, so now I can just grab this anchor point and just drag it back. Now I can start just increasing or reducing the amount of, pull that it has right now. So at the beginning here, I want it to just be a little bit, let's say something like this. And I'm going to my fourth position. I'm going to make a keyframe on my fourth position. I'm going to come up to somewhere around here, and I'm just going to drag that up so we have it pulling a lot more of this background up the wall. I'm going to come somewhere around here, going to drag that back. Let's say something like this. And I'm just going to come to somewhere around here, and we're going to pull that upward a little bit more. Let's say something like this. Now I'm coming to around 3 seconds here. Then I'm just going to copy this, my initial keyframe. I'm just going to paste that back here. Now I'm going to come to somewhere around here. And I'm just going to drag this outside my layer like this. So you can zoom out if you want. So drag it upward here. And my back opacity now, I'm just going to increase that to 100. So let's zoom back in. So I'm just going to select all of them here. We're going to hit F9 series. I'm going to open my graph editor like this. And for this, my final layer here, I'm just going to drag this outside. Now, that thing that we can do to add a little bit of realism to it is I can duplicate this. And for the one on top here, I'm just going to change the render to back page. So let's go back to the front so that we can see it better. And now on this layer here, I'm just going to apply a drop shadow. And now let's just increase the softness and increase the distance. And I can see it casting a shadow on the wall as it's here like this. Now, one thing you can do also is to add a camera because we want to make the shot a little bit more dynamic. So let's make that, create a null. And I'm just going to link my camera to my null and turn my null into a 3D layer. Come to my null, open my position, make a keyframe, come to the end, let's say around 5 seconds here. And before I make the final keyframe, we're just going to turn everything else into 3D layers also. So now I can just zoom in. Okay, so for this next animation now, we have a white solid that is serving as our background. We have this MTV PNG. And the next thing we're going to need.
Before we go forward, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if the video helps you in any way. I'm almost to 5,000 subscribers, and I'm really, really grateful if you do. Please share it to someone that you think that is going to like it, and let's jump back into the video.
Is this grunge video file, and it's just a whole bunch of random textures and patterns spliced together. We're going to come to this our MTV layer here, and I'm going to apply the effect called set matte on that our MTV layer. I'm going to change my take matte from to my video that I just added in. I'm going to click on stretch matte to fit, and I'm going to change my alpha channel here to luminance. Now I'm sure you are still seeing everything that's like this. All you have to do now is hide this our top video layer, and what you have now is some random patterns inside our MTV logo like this. Now if I come to around 2 seconds here, I can just cut that and cut my pattern too because I don't need any more. And for this second one here, I'm just going to delete the set matte, and I can bring my time to 3 seconds here. And that thing I want to do now is I want to add a form of scale animation. So I'm just going to create a new camera, and I'm just going to add my scale animation on my camera using my null. So the last one is going to be used on a text animation, and I'm just going to type in design. We have our text like this. Let's just work on the scale. And for the one down here, I don't want any field, but I want to give them a stroke, so a purple stroke. And for our text here, let's just increase the size until it matches it perfectly. Something like this. Now I'm just going to align that to the center of our composition like this. And I'm going to pre-compose this layer. Now I'm just going to enter this my composition here. And I'm going to my composition settings. And I'm going to just shrink everything until it's the size of my text here. So we have something like this. Now you click on OK, I used to go back to our main composition now. We just have to come to effect and preset panel and just apply motion tile. And on my output height like this, I'm just going to increase that a bit like this. Now I'm going to activate my 3D layer, go to over my rotation, and on my X rotation here, I'm just going to rotate it so that it looks something like this. Now I'm going to my shape layer here. I'm just going to draw a small rectangle like this. I'm going to my align tab and I'm going to align it to the center of my composition. Now I'm going to change the track matte of my pre-composed layer here to my shape layer. And on my shape layer now, so that I can add some blur, I'm just going to add fast box blur to that. And I'm going to just increase my blur radius. If you see that your blur radius is a bit too much, you can always just reduce your rectangle so you can just have better control of your blur radius. Now, I'm coming back to my pre-composed layer here, and let's come to around 2 seconds here. And I'm just going to go to where I want it to stop. So I want to stop on the design on this design text here. So I'm just going to drag that down to design. I'm going to make a keyframe on that. Now I'm going back to begin my composition here, and I'm just going to be dragging it up like this. So you can drag it up as much as possible until you have something like this. Now, my graph editor, I'm just going to give it a normal graph editing. I'm just going to select this and just give it something that be fast at the beginning and just get slower as time goes on. Something that looks like this.
Thank you for watching that video. What do you think? Let me know in my comment section. The easiest way to contact me, join my motion design community. The link is in the video description. Come say hi to more amazing people just like yourself. And now that I've learned how to make this animation, you can check out this one right here, or you can check out this one right here, and I'll catch you in that video. So from now to the next time, remember to improve every day, to grow constantly, and to dream endlessly. Love you guys.